Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about dealing with aggression in African Cichlid tanks. This is annoyingly the second time I've had to record this video because I accidentally deleted it. So, you live and learn. Anyway, so the first method I'm going to talk about to reduce aggression is to just keep males only. The good side about that is you don't get anywhere near as much aggression as if you keep males and females in the same tank. Some of the bad things are like colour will be less vibrant on the males because they're not being aggressive or anything, and it's mainly when cichlids are aggressive that they show real colour. Like you can see right in kind of middle left of the screen from your view, you can see the male kind of at the bottom of the tank. He's kind of really colourful at the moment because there's loads of females and he's just been breeding all day today. So reduce colour if you get rid of the females. Also, they won't really do as much like moving rocks and things like that, which I find really interesting. That's one of my favourite things about cichlids, is that they have like quite a character, and if you get rid of all the females then they stop being like that. They act more like they just swim from side to side all day long. They'll show a tiny bit of aggression, just little fights for food and things like that, but nowhere near as much interesting behaviour as if there's males and females in the same tank, but it does reduce aggression. Next method, which I'm going to talk about, so the second one, is every time you do a water change, so it should be about 2 times a week, probably more, just rearrange all the things in your fish tank. So change the location of rocks, change the location, move the gravel around, even the gravel out, things like that. If you have tank ornaments and things like that, move them around, and just, so what this does is it kind of confuses the fish, and so fish that have been dominant for that week or however long since you did the last water change should stop, because they've put all this effort into building their territory, and then what you go and do is change it and they get a bit confused and lost. And I've tried it and it actually helps quite a lot with aggression. Confusing them, and that doesn't have any downsides apart from maybe hurting the fish's feelings or whatever from putting all that work in, and then they get let you ruin their home, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So another method is lowering the temperature by 1 or 2 degrees Celsius over the course of 1 month. Don't do it any more than that, so don't only lower it by 1 degree Celsius and that's it, or maybe 2. What that'll do is reduce their metabolic rate, and if their metabolic rate is reduced, they'll have less energy to be as aggressive and things like that. Like you can see right now, I'm obviously keeping the temperature too high, but yeah, I really don't recommend this method because it can be dangerous. Some people might cool it down too much and stuff like that, so you probably shouldn't do this. Make sure you do your research into it before you just go and lower the temperature down. So you got to be very careful with that. Especially, it depends on what fish you're keeping and all that as well. So don't just listen to me and then go and do something crazy and then come back to me and say all your fish are dead. It wasn't my fault. Another method, so third method, I think, maybe fourth method, is to crowd your tank with as many fish as it can take. That's one of the main things that people do, one of the more common things, just like keeping males only. And it's really good because you'll get your colour still, you'll get everything like that, but no singular fish will get as dominant, and no singular fish will get as battered or picked on by the aggressor, because there's loads of them, and mainly what the aggressor wants to do is, it isn't that it wants to just target one fish. It just wants to move all, like, have its own territory. And if there's like a few fish in there, like 3 or 4, and one of them's an aggressive fish, then what's going to happen is those other 2 or 3 fish are going to get a lot of damage to them because there's only 2 of them. If there's a load of them, then they're going to get like a fifth of the like damage from the aggressive fish. Also, the aggressive fish won't be anywhere near as aggressive because there's so many of them, so it'll kind of diffuse the tension and probably stop that fish from being as mean, and it probably won't be picky on a certain fish. So yeah, crowding your tank is one of the best methods and one of the most recommended, but you got to make sure they have good filtration on your tank, like double what your volume of your tank is at least, and it should be doing like 5 or 6 turnovers of your tank per hour. So that's like, so say my tank at that one that you're looking at is only a 50 gallon, and I've got I've got 2 filters on it, 2 Eheims, and they're both doing 400 gallons per hour. So yeah, that's plenty. It's pretty much just right. So yeah, 2 of them is perfect. So yeah, rearrange. So these, I'll just run over the things again. Changing the aquascape, lowering the temperature, but really don't recommend that. Only males, and maybe you can keep your females in a different tank if you want, and then when you want to breed them, because I think that's quite a rewarding part of the hobby, breeding cichlids, you can just put the male in the tank with the female, with its corresponding female, or if you want to hybridize it, whatever. And then what you can do is, yeah, breed them and put the male back or whatever. But I think this is quite a good method. Also, you can, again, as I said, crowd the tank, lower the temperature, rearrange, stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll probably leave you watching the fish for a minute. And yeah, please subscribe, like the video if you like the video, and comment down below if you have any questions.